apply to just about everyone at this time. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I know it's pretty late and pretty early at the same time. It's Black Spring. I just had a few thoughts. I've been reading these liners and more on the economy. It seems more on the economies coming out, more on what I think the ultimate agenda for AI or generative AI. I think we've talked about this a little bit before. We've talked about privacy. We've talked about intellectual property. Um, we've talked about. We're going to talk a little bit about. I'd like to get into these things. This situation with these migrants, as they say in Europe, um, illegals, just flooding places. There's some information coming out about what the future may hold with this current regime or this current. I don't know. Let me tell you guys this. From what I can see, when we talk about, I've made references to ancient Rome before. Well, let me tell you, many of those ancient, the Caesar Augustus and many of those, they did not like to follow anybody's rules. They don't care what, they don't care. They're not going to follow anybody's rules. They wanted to be gods. They wanted to be gods. So what's different than the current regime that's in place? They're not going to follow anybody's rules. That's why when people talk about the Constitution, there is nothing standing in their way. And I've said this before. Now this is a little bit sidebar, but this is just giving you a little bit of landscape as to where I'm coming from. Quote from a politically standpoint. The Democrats are not coming out of office. They don't care what debauchery, what tricks, what they have to pull. They're not coming out of office. I want to talk more about the economy because I think the economy is on a tailspin. It's going, we've been talking about things like repos, the amount of repos in 2022, the gas prices. Dare I say, the Middle Eastern companies, the bilateral, they're making cuts. They're making unilateral cuts or cuts to production. And I've seen even liners talking about it could get up to $200 a barrel. Now, if we get up to $200 a barrel, that whole lot that's going to be moving. Not going to be a whole lot moving. People are going to sit their cars down because apparently we are dependent on foreign oil. So that, to me, that was one of the first lines of attack from this current regime or emperor, because there is no Senate. This new world order emperor that we have in place. The other thing I want to talk to you about, maybe in the studio, we'll talk about the privacy. I've talked about this before. They said I've warned for months. Back in the Black Spring, you go back in the archives. I've talked about how privacy is going to be luxury. And I've got a few liners to support that, even down to your car. So you have to wonder. You guys wonder, where does all the information that's going? Where's all the information between all these electronics? Everything that you can stick a USB port into. Where's that information going? Where's that information being stored? Who owns that information? And it's because of a liner that I saw from a report that I was looking at from a Mozilla Foundation on car companies spying on you, something that you use every single day. Where is that information being stored? I mean, they basically reviewed over 25 major brands, and quite a few of them are on the bottom of the list. Your data from A to Z, the gamut, the whole run of your data, even genetics could be at risk. So we'll get into that. We can get into that report in depth, but so we'll be talking a little bit about your privacy, because we've been talking about AI and what you're not going to own things. This AI is out to kill, steal, and literally destroy. And that puts it in line with something else synonymous with the enemy. Okay? And I've said that. The AI, whether it's generative or not, is out to kill, steal, and destroy. Steal your property, steal your, whether it's intellectual property, whether you want to call it your creative process, whatever it is out to kill, steal, and destroy. It's also robbing children of creativity. It's when I say good luck to people getting your kids back, what do we don't even know what the effects of hooking our kids up to these different devices, whether it's an iPad or a computer. We don't know what is it doing to a brain or a mind, a mind under the age of 5, a mind at the age of 5. How do we know that there's not some type of brain wave damage or some type of brain wave patterns that aren't being carved out that's contributing to a shorter attention span from the youth, from the adolescents, even from us adults? How do we know? We don't know. We won't know the effects of it. And perhaps it'll never be reported because we're going to own nothing and be happy. All of our property, all of our data can be sold to anyone. It can be with these corporations cooperating with the government. How do you know what the effects of this kind of infiltration, or how we've been hacked? We've been hacked. What was it that Noah Ferrari? Uh, he knows that human beings can be attacked. I mean, not attacked, but can be hacked. But to me, the biggest hacking is the emotional. The emotional hacking to me is going to keep you further away from your logic. They're taking you further and further away from those. And to me, your logic is your first line of defense. So once you lose that, what do you have? What do you have if you lose your logic to emotional hacking and be emotionally hacked by AI, by the music that's being played, by the AI producers, the AI actresses? Shout out to Uncool Paranoia with that Siamese, to me, what looks like generative Siamese clones. So it's debauchery and just, I just, the stuff that they're showing on TV, I cannot watch. I cannot watch. I'm cable free. Like Kane from Kane, cable free. I'm Kane enable free. K minus the enable free. K minus the enable free. But but I'm saying it looks like your entertainment is going to go. The entertainment is being created by AI. They're already fusing. You're already dealing with the fourth industrial revolution from your entertainment. You're dealing with with the fourth industrial revolution entertainment from the TV. From your reality is so far from reality. Your AI generated reality shows. Your AI summer concert artist. I'm telling you, it's your AI generated giveaways in parks and major parks and PS2 giveaways and major parks. I'm telling you, AI is running the roost. And it has been. We just didn't know to what extent. And for people to accept this type of entertainment says that they've been hacked. We've been hacked. Hacked. Okay? The first way, like I said, I think the first way to hack somebody is to get emotional hackings. The emotional hackings are real. That's what it is. So you got emotional hackings, that kind of a bit. Um, so there's that. But then this migrant situation, illegals, aka illegals, flooding. It's like an infestation. Cold weather is coming, but where is that gonna? Is that going to? There'll be another migration. There'll be a migration on top of a migration. We're gonna have an iteration of migrations. People are gonna start migrating to wherever they can go. People. That's why I keep saying, please stop with this red shirt, blue shirt team, because even a Governor Abbott knows that he's pushing people further in. He's helping, he's assisting in the distribution of these people in the country. He knows the chances of those people going there and staying there. He knows that they could be slim to none, but he's pushing people further into the corridors of the country. Because once they get in, and there's no, as there I say, there's nobody knows who they are. They are undetectable. It's like a disease or a virus that this country has been infected with. And the lines are being the lines are being set up by these freaking politicians. They do a line of foreign entanglements right here on US soil, but they tell you, "Oh, we're going to put them on a bus and send them somewhere else." Ha 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 ha. I mean, how idiotic can people? How this is not a riddle. We're talking about people's lives. We're talking about people's safety. Okay, so you say that's not a solution. The solution would be to put a finger in the dam, so to speak. It's not to distribute people all over this country by hook or crook. Hook or crook. And I do believe these politicians are on both sides. They're hooking or crooking, or they're doing both, hook and crooking. So it doesn't matter what politician says, "Oh, I'm gonna get them out of my state, send them to your state." Well, it's still sending them deeper into the corridors of this country. Sending them that's not. He knows damn well it's a political stunt. It's not a solution. It's not a solution. That's not even a band-aid. It's not even a band-aid. Like I said, and how long is that gonna work? He knows it's temporary, but he's trying to score. He's scoring for the theater, for those people that like illusions and theater. He's playing to the crowd. Even if it's hurting the people, the American people overall, he's playing to the crowds. He doesn't care anything about them. He doesn't care about the people of Texas. He is furthering the New World Order, which there will be order out of the chaos. The order is being established by the chaos. That's what Governor Abbott is contributing to. But like I said, the illusions are strong. They are very strong. So, yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, the concern is, okay, I'm going to show you some reports out of New York, but there are a ton of men that are being imported and housed. In this country, you're not even allowed to be sex offenders. Aren't have stronger restrictions than these damn illegals. You don't even have to be identified. You can just roam around in a country that you have no affinity for. You have no loyalty to, you could just do whatever you want. And the bizarre and the irony is, okay, so who in the hell expected people, if they broke the law to get here, chances are they're willing to break the law to to sustain themselves. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's not what it's not. So there's just certain things, they're willing to do to keep this thing going. But it's a mess. People are complaining about where where they're setting up these tents. They're in airports now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't, even the late Ray Charles could see something about this stinks to the high heavens. Police officers, they're in the precincts attacking the police officers. Is that not a coup? Listen, and I've heard people say this. This is not of my own. The next war will be fought right here. It's already happening, people. If they're attacking the law enforcement officers, and they're being housed in the law offices. They're in the corridors of the infrastructure. I mean, planes could be hijacked. People could be attacked. It's a setup. You've been hacked. You've been had. Meanwhile, people don't care about anything but their illusions. They care more about their illusions than just facing it up, just owning it. This place is Debbie Downer here, coming to you live. But this is not going to end well. And the ship is sinking. It's sinking. Some people say it's sunk. It's sunk. And who knows what's going to happen by the winter. But I do know that cold air is going to make people even more. It's going to, desperation will drive some other things. So there you go. But then you're overrun. You will be overrun at the pace that they've set for this damn invasion. You're already overrun. But who knows where they'll march to next? Who knows? All right, guys. I will see you possibly in studio later today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a voyeur, I appreciate it. If you're coming in and not sure if you want to come in, I appreciate you for considering it. And if you're watching this in replay, let me know. Are these military-aged men being planted all over New York and fighting fighting with the police in the actual fighting with the police in the precincts that they're living in, the infiltrations in the damn airports? Come on, folks. We're being attacked from every angle, emotionally attacked. You have no privacy. And I do believe it's industrial revolution. It's going to be surveil. They'll use everything against you, even your information. Because, see, to me here, it kind of goes back to the industry where they've talked about for years, where Prince talked about artists not owning their own tracks, their own masters, the rights to it. They didn't own anything. So maybe that's what Schwab is talking about. Schwab is basically saying man and machine basically, the machines you trusted are going to be the ones that are going to have ownership. They're going to own it. Anytime you plug in a device in, they're storing your information. And they don't even have to have a search warrant to get it. They get access to it. Even genetics. They do a little wordsmithing, might include something like that. But we'll get into that later for sure. All right. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think is coming. Let me know what you're seeing in your area. Are things shutting down? Are you dealing with migrants or migrants running all infesting everything? It's like the ultimate coup d'etat is mounting up. I'm telling you, it's gonna pop. It's to me, it's done. We've been hacked. We've been infiltrated, and yeah, they're not at the gate anymore. They've gotten in. Okay, because I talk about this in ancient Rome. They are inside of the gate. Inside of the gate. And so your next Caesar is not going to be. It'll be the emperor versus the Senate. That's what it is. Everything before now has been an illusion. But we are just looking at just complete debauchery and decay on everywhere. AI actresses, I believe. We talked about AI artists, AI singers. Who knows? Half of the industry was retired a long time ago. As soon as they brought AI in, or they could audio tune. It's audio tune. Okay, keep that up. See where it takes you. So I appreciate you guys for humoring me for a whopping 22 minutes and 33 seconds. And I may see you later. There's a lot going on. We even got some states that are supporting a self-assisted suicide. I'm telling you guys, these are definitely end times. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. But we're on the verge of something. Big. But every day we're being chipped away at. Chipped away. The gates are open. The infiltration is real. The country's being hacked. Emotions have been hacked. And the emperor versus the Senate illusion continues. The World Economic Forum is the real mastermind about how everything goes. Well, I don't know, maybe even Glitch Mitch. Maybe they even had a code on him. All right, guys, I will see you later. Hopefully see you later. Have a great start to the morning.